Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, which is, uh, digital technology. So for example, these videos, I know that some of us have gone through, just learning how to read and reading a a traditional book, scanning the pages and moving back and forth and, going back and forth. And some of us that were in school, especially at the universities, we would highlight the important stuff to do so. And so nowadays, in this digital era, we actually have ebooks. I mean, most of my intern credential program, most of my books are ebooks, or I try to get ebooks because it's easy to still highlight. I can find a page, I can tab a page, so I can go back and search it through keywords, and so there's many different ways to do so, and the reason why I'm talking to you about this is because we as human beings, right? We take in everything via all of our senses, right? Touch, sight, right? Olfactory, which is smelling, taste, right? Hearing, and then just tactile, which I started out with, which is touch. And so we tend to look at the world around us. You see how it is? I don't know why I'd like to do that. So we tend to do that because we want to make sure that we bring in different kind of information, different kind of stimulus, different ways of looking at something that we're trying to process. And so again, right, in situations where, like, remember the psychological term that I talked about in previous video, the fight or flight. If you're trying to figure out if you should stay or if you should go, then the best way to do it is for you to take into consideration everything that you have all around you. And so, like for example, if something is burning, then you'll smell it, you'll see it, you may hear it. If you're close enough, you may be able to sense it, right? You may be sensing the heat or even touch and get burned. And so that tells you that, one, you're either going to stay and you're going to try to put the fire out, or you're going to run and then you're going to call the fire department to come and help you put it out. And so there's so many different things going on all over the place, because in this world, you actually, I mean, in our current time, you actually have a lot more things that you can do. All of these kids that not only grew up on videos, on short videos, on cartoons. You go to an app now to watch something. You can watch it. It's essentially an on-demand life. So all of your media that you're taking in a lot of times is on demand. Even for me, right? I'm 48 years old, and I am so used to watching different kind of apps like like Netflix or Hulu or Max. But the thing is that when I watch traditional TV, like regular TV, I have to sit through the commercials, which is interesting because you can't fast forward them. But you have to sit and wait because you want to watch something. So it's very interesting how we bring in things from our environment that tells us how we're supposed to do certain things at certain time. Like for example, right? whenever I'm processing YouTube videos like this, I'm actually just watching because it's very once I start processing, I let it go because it takes about a few minutes to get things done, to get these videos done. And I'm saying a few minutes. I mean, eventually it could be elaborate. The short 15 seconds, 10 seconds, and then to upload is less than 5 minutes. But these videos take a little bit longer. And so I'm usually watching a show or I'm watching a documentary. I'm very into like crime files, just those type of shows, mysteries, and I watch them, and sometimes I watch them like several times because a lot of times I don't usually see everything right away, and so I have to say, oh, okay, I missed that. I missed that clue. I missed that what the character did or the person did there. And so again, the digital media that we have right now, it's very interesting because we consume a lot throughout the day. I mean, with our phones, with tablets, with iPads. I mean, we can watch literally in between whenever we're not doing something. We are always checking, okay, how's the Facebook? How's the Instagram? How is the TikTok? How is this? What's going on? Let me just run through quick things, right? Everybody can see that hand motion. I'm just scrolling. Hands up, hearts, whatever other ways that you can say that you like it, that you like something, a picture or a short or a film or something. So it's hard to do so. It's hard to balance yourself when you have so much stuff that you have to input, and your body has to input and your senses has to input. And so sometimes what happens is we get disorganized, and or we get overwhelmed. And so one of the things that people recommend, if for some reason you're so disorganized you can't focus or do anything, to go camping out in the wild. I mean, campsites. I'm not saying wild like wild. So, because what happens is, if you put away your phone and your other devices and everything and just camp out, the change in the light in versus darkness, it actually balances you, and you feel like as if you're able to do things again and you're able to focus things. It's kind of like a reset, right? Reset button. And so for your sight, for your senses, for your touch, for everything, if you let the media take a break, and then if you do that, do this. I mean, I know that not everybody can go camping, right? But if you take a break from it and then you sit in a room with low lights, with little lights, or with no lights, and you sit there for about 10, 15 minutes, you will see that it will make a difference. And you'll feel more focused. And you'll feel more able to process things. So again, right, digital media is out there. Apps are out there. Shorts are out there. Full videos are out there. Just make sure that you're taking it in. If you're watching, take it in from different aspects and different directions, a whole picture, and then make sure that you take breaks. Because if not, then you're going to become so addicted, or you're going to become so used to it that you won't be able to focus. You'll lose your focus. And remember, right? Sight, smell, taste, touch, hearing, right? And so those are the senses that you need to reset from time to time. I'm telling you, as a therapist, as a psychologist, that you need to reset yourself from time to time. So remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics. Hit the notification button so that way you can see when new videos are come. Hit the like button so that way you can see, so that way you can show me what type of videos you want me to do. At the same time, which ones you want me to expand on more. Write in the comment section so that way you're able to do that as well. You're able to give feedback or ask a question. And then, again, reset. We have to learn how to reset. Otherwise, we're going to be overwhelmed and we're going to be overstimulated and we won't be able to get things done. So Back on Basics. Until next time.